Hello and thank you for joining us to discuss the latest revision of the Form W-8BEN-E that was recently released by the IRS. If you're looking for all the new updates for the Form W-8BEN-E, then you've come to the right place. We'll be running through all the new alterations and details the IRS has published so far. Bear in mind this is a general walkthrough, so let's get going. First, we'll be looking at the face of the form starting with line 4, which is for Chapter 3 status or entity type. It's been updated to remove the general classification for government and replaced with two possible classifications for a foreign government. An integral part of a foreign government, and an entity that is controlled by a foreign government. For anyone who undertook 1042S reporting last year, you'll understand that this was a much needed change to appropriately align with the 1042S recipient codes. Moving on, we have the brand new line 9C, which is a checkbox for FTIN not legally required. This has been added for account holders to indicate that they are not legally required to obtain a foreign tax identification number from their jurisdiction of residence, including if the jurisdiction does not issue FTINs. The next update to the form is Part 3, Claim of Tax Treaty Benefits, line 14B, Limitation on Benefits, or LOB. The IRS added a checkbox for No LOB article in treaty for residents in a foreign country that have entered into an income tax treaty with the US that do not contain a Limitation on Benefits article. The final update to the face of the Form W-8BEN-E comes in Part 30, Certification section. The changes include added language to the first certification that the form relates to all income or proceeds. This is similar to what we've seen on other recent forms with the addition of the term proceeds. Added language to the first certification that the form may be submitted for purposes of Section 6050W or 6050Y. Here we see an addition to the certification to include Section 6050Y. Added clarifying language to A and B of the third certification that the form relates to income not effectively connected with the conduct of a trade or business in the United States, and income effectively connected with the conduct of a trade or business in the United States, but is not subject to tax under an income tax treaty. Added a new paragraph D to the third certification that the form relates to a partner's amount realised from a transfer of a partnership interest subject to withholding under Section 1446F. Now that's the face of the form covered. What about the instructions? The updates to the instructions include updates related to Section 1446F, details regarding all new and updated lines on the face of the form, Section 6050Y reporting, Form W-8BEN-E usage by a non-US seller of life insurance contract or interest therein for purposes of reporting required under Section 6050Y. Line 14B, Claim of Tax Treaty Benefits, updated for new checkbox No LOB article in treaty. This genuinely requires that the entity is a resident in a foreign country that has entered into an income tax treaty with the United States that does not contain an LOB article. Special rates and conditions. Updated to include representations required by entities claiming treaty benefits on business profits or gains not attributable to a permanent establishment, including a foreign partner that derives gains subject to Section 864C(8) upon the transfer of an interest in a partnership. Electronic signature updates. Updated to include additional guidance and final regulations issued under Chapter 3 regarding the use of electronic signatures on withholding certificates. These rules state that a withholding agent may rely on an electronically signed withholding certificate if the beneficial owner provides any additional information or documentation requested by the withholding agent to support that the form was signed by the beneficial owner, or any other person authorised to do so. The instructions also include a reference to Regulation Section 1.1441-1E4 Part 1B. Generally speaking, you have a 6-month sunset period, allowing a 6 months transition period to newly released forms. Well, that was a brief walkthrough of all the new details the IRS has provided regarding the Form W-8BEN-E and its instructions. If you found this video useful, we provide comprehensive training on our premium subscription-based platform, Comply Pro. Our CPE certified training courses are full of interesting topics designed to get you up to speed on all things information reporting and withholding. We're working closely with our subject matter experts to bring you new content, including line-by-line walkthroughs of the forms themselves. Thank you again for watching this video, and we'll see you next time.